Welcome back, scholars. Today we're going to do a little review over multiplication and division and incorporating negative numbers into it. I have a problem, negative 3 times 8 divided by negative 2. I can already see that I have two negative numbers, so I already know I'm going to have a positive number. But let's see. Negative 3 times 8 gives us a negative 24. We're going to bring our negative 2 over. Well, let's not worry about the negative part, but 24 divided by 2 is 12. And negative divided by a negative is a positive. So we're going to have a positive 12. Now what about the equation negative 1 times negative 8 times negative 6 all over the quantity of negative 3 times negative 4? Now I already know I'm going to have a negative answer because I have 5 negative numbers in my problem, and that's an odd amount of negative numbers, so I know I'm going to have a negative answer. Well, let's go ahead and see. Well, negative 1 times negative 8. We already know that a negative times a negative is a positive, so we know that's going to be a positive 8. So I'm going to write that down. Times negative 6. All over negative 3 times negative 4. We know that both of these numbers are negative, and a negative times negative is a positive. So negative 3 times negative 4 gives us a positive 12. And 8 times negative 6, well, 8 times 6, we know that's 48. But since we have a negative number, we're going to have a negative 48 over a positive 12. Let's bring that on down. So negative 48 over a positive 12. We know that's going to be a negative number because we only have one negative number in our problem. So we're going to have a negative. And 48 divided by 12, we know that is 4. So our answer is negative 4. Now we're going to do another problem. We're going to do negative 3 cubed. Now going by the term cubed, cubed means what? To the third power. Very good. That's why I wrote down to the third power. And how are we going to say this? If we were to stretch this out into like a multiplication sentence, how do we say this? Let's say negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. In this equation right here, how many negatives do we have? We have 3. That is an odd amount of negative numbers, so we know we're going to have a product that is a negative number. And 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So we know we're going to have an answer that is 27. What about one half, but let's make that a negative, to the second power? This is the same thing as saying what? Negative 1/2 times negative 1/2. We know it's going to be a positive because we only have two negative numbers, 1, 2. So we know by multiplication rules, 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So our answer is 1/4.